Hi, my name is John Peters. I'm with the Chicago Regional Council of Carpenters and also with Install Chicago. This is the Blueprint to Green Floor Covering webinar, and I thank you for your attendance. This is an AIA accredited program, meaning if you're an AIA architect, you will get 1 hour credit for attending this webinar. And this presentation is copyrighted by U.S. copyright laws. The description for this course, we're going to cover the basics of green floor covering removal, disposal, and installation. Also the guidelines for flooring materials such as carpet, vinyl composite tile, synthetic turf, linoleum, hardwood, and bamboo. We're also going to cover renewable sources of flooring and sustainability factors with their effects on life cycle process. We're also going to discuss proper maintenance and also the manufacturer's warranty and how that affects LEED certifications, and also finding low VOC adhesives to go along with that floor covering. We're going to identify floor covering products that qualify for LEED points, analyze how those flooring options will impact LEED points, also communicate the importance of following proper installation procedures, and implement manufacturer recommended procedures and guidelines. So what is green flooring? Green flooring are products that are manufactured in order to reduce environmental impact. They also may include recycled or synthetic materials, and also rapidly renewable resources such as bamboo or any other renewable resource, also like cork. That also may include some manufacturing process, any sort of green manufacturing process. Natural materials come from abundant renewable resources. Synthetic materials, obviously man-made. Most of the time they're environmentally responsible because we're not taking the natural resources away from the earth, and we're able to keep those resources intact. And a lot of times with the different materials, we're able to produce them using lower energy for manufacturing, and also possibly reuse them again in other products. Also with the synthetic materials, we're able to manipulate them in a way where they have a longer life cycle, and they could also be recyclable, and also include reclamation programs such as carpet. In the manufacturing, we have closed loop recycling systems, whereas there is no waste. It's called cradle to cradle. Basically anything that is introduced into the line of production, anything that is cut off or a waste or gone to disposal, they reintroduce it back into manufacturing, either into the product itself or another byproduct, so meaning something else to be made with that waste. With LEED, there are definitely many different programs. There's new construction, existing buildings, commercial interiors, and so on and so forth, and things have been broken up more and more as time has gone on. There's 5 main categories where to receive points: sustainable sites, water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, material and resources, and indoor environmental quality. Where there's also 2 extra credits: innovation and design and regional priority. Most of floor covering stays within 2: material and resources, and environmental quality, indoor environmental quality. Where do we get those points? Material resources, as you can see, is depending on the material itself and where it's resourced and what to do with the waste that comes out of the job site. If the material is recycled into new content, or if the product has rapidly renewable resources, again, such as cork or even bamboo. Indoor air quality has to do with VOCs, touching again on glues or maybe carpet or vinyl, depending on the product. There are many different types of flooring out there, and it's very easy to get lost. There is all kinds of different carpet. You have broad looms, you have carpet tiles, you have loop pile, Berber, and that's just in carpet alone. So if knowing an expert and going to an expert is always the best option. Most carpets nowadays are made of recycled materials. Again, they come either broadloom or carpet tile. That's the most popular. Carpet tile, again, they're squares and they come in different sizes. It could be as small as 12 by 12 inches up to 3 or 4 feet by 4 feet. It all depends on the manufacturer and the product itself. Synthetic fibers being used more often. A lot of times they're actually using PET fibers, which is polyethylene fibers, what is made up of plastic bottles. They're actually taking those plastic bottles, breaking down the plastic, and reintroducing it into carpet. And a lot of people say that these fibers are so soft, they're almost as soft as wool carpet, as natural wool fibers. Carpet tile, a lot of it can be reused because most of it is applied with the pressure sensitive glue, meaning when you are done with that with that carpet, you can actually take it up and move it somewhere else. A lot of it is also recycled already because the backing is made up with PVC, and PVC can be recycled many times over because it is a synthetic material. They're also having glueless installations on what they call tabs, and they're little pieces of plastic with glue on them. They go on the floor, and the carpet tile actually adheres to that. And once it's complete, it becomes a one monolithic floor where it should not move or go anywhere, even though it's not completely glued to the floor. What that helps with is if you have an issue with the moisture and you can't get it under control, you might have had to put an epoxy coating on it to where there's not going to be an adhesive that's going to stick to it, but also you're eliminating the glue entirely. So all the VOCs that are coming from the glue is going to be non-existent. Vinyl, many different types of vinyl: sheet vinyl, VCT, vinyl composite tile, LVT, luxury vinyl tile, and now they have BBT, which is a bio-based tile. Sheet vinyl and LVT tiles are mostly synthetic materials, mostly made up of PVC. VCT, when processed, manufactured, most of it actually is derived from limestone, and most VCT nowadays actually contains some sort of recycled material, whether it could be recycled VCT or any other material that makes up its makeup. BBT, bio-based tile, what it actually is they invented a polymer that comes from corn, so it's a corn-based polymer, and they use that instead of the regular synthetic polymer as in VCT, and it cuts down on VOCs, and also being corn, since it's a synthetic since corn is a rapidly renewable resource, you also get the benefits of that as well. VAT is something that we've been hearing for years. It's vinyl asbestos tile, and pretty much any building that was built before 1989 is PACM, which is presumed asbestos containing material. If there's any question on whether or not it may contain asbestos, most likely it contains asbestos. OSHA standards basically requires asphalt or vinyl flooring to be treated as asbestos containing material, and anything that was put down again before 1990 or so is most likely going to contain asbestos, and it requires all kinds of different procedures to remove that, like a chemical wash and different ways to throw it out. Asbestos ban and phase out rules enacted in 1989 by the EPA, which basically meant eliminating asbestos production in any type of flooring material. The issues with vinyl asbestos tile is when it becomes sanded or it starts being broken up, it actually becomes friable. And what that means is the little asbestos fibers become airborne, and people, construction workers, passers-by, anybody can inhale it, which then would cause serious medical issues, which we're seeing today. Polyvinyl